go
hard.
back-to-back games losing 4-0.
Oh my gosh. Back to back to back.
It's gotten to the point where I don't understand what they're trying to do on offense. You know, they're not. You know, the other day was a good example. You have a guy on third, you're down 1-0. Why don't you bunt in that situation to get him home?
Yeah. There's a lot of questions. And a lot of people don't want to argue with Bud Black because if you argue with Bud Black, you basically don't get to go back.
Argue with the black, you don't go back.
I asked him a tough question in the Brewers series. The Brewers came back and beat the Rockies in late innings, and then the next game the Rockies were trailing the entire game and then lost. You know, and I said, "Look, buddy, the statistics are showing something that we have to talk about. What do you do to get these guys swinging in late innings, hitting the ball in late innings?" And he was pissed. He literally the podium, and he leaned off the podium and he was looking at me like he was very, very angry. Uh-oh, our live stream has gone offline.
Oh.
TJ.
TJ.
Oh, TJ.
We went offline.
Did you take the phone away? Oh, what happened? What happened to the stream? We're coming back, guys, if you can hear us. Give us a second. We're going to try to come back up. Is Ari trying to go live? Oh, my head hurts.
So can you and Ari not go at the same time?
It says it's still streaming.
Just went offline. Should have said to us. Are we back?
Oh, we are back?
Can you guys see us, hear us, like the video if you can see us?
Just a little slow.
You have YouTube Premium?
So you can watch Cobra Kai.
Shot for looking
Memphis
shy.
best sweet tea and barbecue. Oh, hell yeah.
TJ doesn't like Memphis barbecue. It's his lowest on his list.
Memphis?
Yeah.
Memphis barbecue? Yeah. Lowest.
Lowest on the list, right?
She said Memphis barbecue is your lowest on the list?
On your list of
Yeah.
barbecue.
No, South Carolina.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I
but
was
it was second lowest.
Have you had North Carolina's barbecue?
I'm pretty sure I said Memphis was second. I said
Who's
Kansas,
first? Kansas City. Okay, fair. I like Memphis a little more because they use more sweet barbecue. I like sweet. Honestly, at this point, we'd better off watching that awesome Rams-Seahawks game tied at 31.
I can't believe we're about to get swept. Can't believe we're about to get swept.
Oh, they took Ottavino out. Ozen.
I knew they were going to do that. I knew it
Are we
was
back?
Gonna be
Are we back?
O is on. Ottavino. Ottavino was on in the 7th. That means O in the 8th. And probably Davis in the 9th. This guy at the bar looks like Malik Beasley.
I was looking at that guy.
Not that guy, no.
Oh, he does have that. I call that the Rashard Lewis. That
Malik
big ol'.
Beasley has a more.
That's what Rashard Lewis had, and his shitty shot.
Ah, my ears.
Chris, I think we're back. Dave.
Chris, can you guys see
I would
us?
be disappointed too because
To be honest,
playoff baseball is
disappointed. I just
awesome.
miss being in the U.S. for playoff baseball. I miss it too. I miss being in playoff baseball because the Rockies never have made it, and this is a big game. I was really excited for them. Is it raining outside?
No, I mean it's just super cold, but I mean
Look over there. It kind of looks like it's raining.
a little bit.
Oh, is got a full count on Ryan Braun.
This is hard to watch because we're in
huge
Colorado
fans. We're huge
and we
fans.
can't get a hit.
Oh, you barely left the States, huh? Got a couple of Marine games.
Mariners
though.
games,
Mariners
all right.
Games. Couldn't make it to Atlanta.
Love me some Mariners games. I was disappointed they didn't make the playoffs this year, choking at the end.
I have a pain in my chest, Patrick.
I have a pain just in my whole body because this is just, it's gotten ridiculous how bad they are in these playoffs. Like, we beat the Cubs, and honestly, I didn't think that game should have been that close.
Do you think that people are going to blame Marquez for this?
No, they're not. People understand this is
swinging the
on
bats.
Trevor Story. This is on Nolan
It's
Arenado.
on
This
the
is on
offense.
Charlie Blackmon. I just swore that Aguilar just blasted another home run for a second. Like, I would love to just sit here and talk about Rockies baseball, but this is abysmal.
It's hard to talk about it right now. There's nothing good to see right now. It's so hard. So hard to watch this.
Rams missed the field extra point. It's 31-30. If anyone needs an update, Seahawks, Rams, 31-30. Rams actually just missed an extra point. Fourth quarter just started for that game. Vikings, Eagles, 20-14. Cardinals, 49ers, 14-6. And it looks like the Chargers, Raiders game ended. That was 26-10. Fun games. Jared Cook, only 4 catches for 20 yards. That's rough. Rockies are in top of the 8th.
Nate
Guy on
Lundy with the tweet. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am starting to wish they had lost to the Cubs rather than endure this horrible series of games. Might as well, Jake Shapiro responds, might as well have canceled the season after they lost on opening night. What's the point?
Well,
he's being sarcastic.
I know
obviously.
he is. The Rockies definitely need something, but we got 2 on now. Rock Band Eric Kratz is up. He's 5 for 7 in this series. 3 for 3 today.
Yeah,
a double and
he's
2 singles.
Killing it.
He is the secret weapon for them.
William Click asks my good friend Thomas Harding, be honest, is this the worst offense performance in the NLDS series history? Thomas said, I don't know. We'll have to wait if it ends today to see the stats.
This is the worst I've seen in a while. Granted, I think one of the worst I ever saw in history was definitely the A's. Back when they were a good on-base team, but they went against a really good Yankees team that didn't let anybody on base. One more, yeah.
What a rough series for the Rockies.
Yeah.
We're in the top of the 8th now.
The only good thing for me today
Kratz
is I'm
at the
killing
plate.
in fantasy football.
And beer drinking.
And I always win in that. Top of the 8th. 1 out. Eric Kratz up. 2-2 count. So maybe if O can... the timeout. Maybe if O can get anything here to kind of turn the tides, double play would be fantastic.
I want to cry. Let's see here. We have some comments. Dave says, though I guess it means I've got 1 BP ball for every game I've attended. That's not bad. The Seahawks versus Rams game is good right now. Fire. Hope the Rams lose.
Oof.
Jena, I'm an Indians fan and feel your pain. It is painful. I'm a Rockies fan, and you know, to be honest, like you as a person who talks about sports, you have to be unbiased, and like when you're analyzing the game, you do have to be unbiased. And I feel like I try to do that, and I've said this whole series that I think Milwaukee will win this. I think Milwaukee will take this series. I've been saying for months since I seen Milwaukee play here in Denver in Coors Field for their series early on in the season. I said that Milwaukee would head to the World Series because they're just a never gonna die kind of team. But it doesn't change that it hurts.
They will get smashed by the AL.
Chris says, don't develop a clot, Jenna, from sitting for 7 hours. Chris, surprisingly, I have to go do my Rockies podcast, the Rocky Road, after this at Blake Street Tavern. So I have to go over
And
to
there's
another
Kratz.
bar.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. One
Can you get it?
and two.
Nice, Arenado.
Nice, Nolan.
So we're going.
I want the Rockies to be a never gonna die team. Like if they just keep it up, if they keep their hopes alive, they could stop them here.
Dave, you are the man with that double screen action, watching Seahawks and Rockies. Maybe the Rockies can get some magic right now. They need. It might be raining a little bit.
It is raining. Look at
You got
outside.
people
You got
umbrellas.
people with umbrellas.
He could just be
Ellas.
Hey, hey.
Hey, look at I knew a good
She
song.
figured out a song.
Oh my gosh, I'm so tired.
Proud
My
of
legs hurt. My knees hurt.
I'd rather
butt
be standing.
hurts.
Her butt hurts, guys.
Is Malik Beasley sitting at the bar right next to us? I
He's
can't
too
tell.
short.
He's too short to be Malik Beasley. He's too
Isn't
short
Beasley
to
like 6'8"?
be. He's not 6'8". He's like
tall.
6'6".
Oh, I'm sorry.
My last
Sorry.
boyfriend was 6'6".
And the
No, second to last.
Second last. And the boyfriend
2
now,
boyfriends
isn't
ago.
he 6'6"?
No,
That guy was tall.
no. We broke up.
Wasn't he just here?
Yeah, we broke up like a couple days ago.
Oh, my gosh.
Patrick, I don't want to talk about personal life
I'm
on
sorry.
screen. Shut up.
I don't know. The views just took a spike. Like, oh, she's single. Hey.
That is not even true. The views are down because the Rockies are losing so bad. It's
Tom
so
Smith
sad.
just says 30.
I don't
That's
know
all he
what to
says.
do. 30 what, Tom?
Who's 30?
Are you 30 years old?
I'm a Longhorn fan, and we've sucked for 8 years until this season. You beat-
Yesterday had to feel good then, huh?
Yeah.
I
Wait-
watched that game.
Wait till next week.
I tweeted, baseball might not have a clock, but this Longhorns game does.
Holy cow, yeah. Yeah, I saw your post about baseball doesn't have clock. I'm like, well, if it did, it would be ticking. Jenna, stretch.
Yeah.
Should we get a stretch in? Just like a
Didn't get a stretch. Is that why
Oh.
my body hurts right now? Is like
Ugh.
I haven't stretched
the
in a
full
while.
the full stretch. I know I haven't been sitting as long, but I'm still gonna stretch.
I still have a pattern on my legs.
I have a pattern on my butt.
You're not even sitting on anything with pattern. I'm sitting on my jacket.
Yeah, there's a pattern on
I had
my
to
butt
wear
because of my
shorts
leggings.
under this dress because it's so short that I had to make sure if I bent over you wouldn't see my
Pattern.
pattern. So I wore shorts, spandex under it, and it's painful. Girls over here taking selfies in the bar. You know it's getting hopping.
Oh.
I need to be more drunk right now.
Yes, I'm 30, and I was gonna say 30s is when you get to figure out which knee is the bad one. Yeah.
I'm not there yet. Come on. Come on.
Look at this young, beautiful flower.
How old do you guys think I am? I'm not
20.
TJ. He's 45.
How old do you think Jenna is? How old do you think I am? I'm actually terrified to find out the answer about
And
me.
do you think he's older than me or younger than me? Tell
Ooh.
us the truth.
Big question here.
And share this with your friends, guys.
Throw out some shares. You can
Share this.
depressing commentators.
Grizzly says, "Let's see just how short."
Iannetta, run it, run it. He's out. He's too
He's-
slow for this.
Iannetta's quick, but he's got a little.
Got a lot of junk in the trunk.
Not that quick. Not that quick. Not that quick. McTapia on Twitter says the team's pitching in this series has been fantastic. The defense has been good. We're
Let us
all
see
waiting
how
on the
short.
offense.
How short what?
My dresses.
I bet you answered the question of how old you think both of us are, and then as well as who would be older, I guess. If
Short enough that if
it's short enough. I'm sitting
very
next to her,
short.
and it's short. She's sitting, and it's still short.
it's longer actually when I'm sitting than when I'm standing.
Sort of. Half of it.
It's above my knees.
He looks
when
older
I'm
than you.
sitting.
It's the beard. Thank you,
It's
Grizzly.
the beard. The
He
beard.
also retracted his comment about the dress.
He retracted the comment that it was short.
He wanted you to show how short. Minor details. But they're saying I'm older because of my beard. Because
I
this
see, I
beautiful
see.
red beard. We wouldn't ask you how old TJ is because we've already told you he's 45.
He is 45. He's older than 45.
Is he older than 45 now? He just always talks about how old he is. He's like, oh, my back,
He
I'm so
behaves
old.
It's how he behaves. He behaves old.
I hate everything.
Well, I know one thing. Charlie Blackmon's statement about haters is going to be the Brewers will not be hating on the Rockies.
No.
Because they gave them a very easy in. Hey, G. Garcia, thanks for watching.
I'm back.
Mike Malone, thanks for watching on Facebook. Share this video if you guys can. I actually haven't shared the Facebook video with anybody. Let me share.
Oh, gosh. What'd you do?
What'd you do?
I did nothing. Oh, you just put it back.
Where?
No.
Here? Here it is.
Oh, what'd you do?
Here.
We
We
lost
gotta
the
share.
YouTube.
Share. It's just in a separate window, Patrick. Technology is not this difficult.
It is.
You act like it's so difficult.
And look, Charlie got out. We're down to our last 5 outs of the postseason.
Wow.
R.I.P. Rocktober.
Gosh, I'm gonna throw up.
Jena's, don't throw
I'm
up.
gonna
No,
throw
don't you throw up, because if you throw up, I'm going to throw
I'm
up.
gonna throw up.
No. My ESPN said Jared Goff completed a pass to Los Angeles for 14 yards. So that's a thing right now.
No one cares.
I do.
They
Fantasy.
do.
I want to win money.
No, a lot of people care, and I learned my lesson. You can't say no one cares because there's always someone that cares, and
Always
that person
someone.
will stalk you and then complain to you about how you said they didn't care. So you can't say no one cares. People out there do care. When I say no one cares, I mean I don't care.
Is this from personal experience?
This is a personal experience.
Okay. Well, everyone's had one stalker at one time or another. The worst is when they take pictures of you sleeping.
The worst is when they hack your computer
Oh, wow.
and
No.
your email, and then through your email get into all your apps.
That does sound worse.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, shared it to whoever I can. Let's see if we can get that YouTube stream up. She knows Boy Meets World, so she's 27.
Hey.
27.
All right.
All
Wait,
right.
well, then how old am I?
He's old, Grizzly said. Gosh, ends the inning.
Look, I
Burns
fixed it.
ends the inning.
Now they're back.
Look at you, technology
Hack the cloud.
savvy.
I am technology savvy on certain things.
I have to go into my phone because I have more
Comments.
groups on my phone and share it to different groups. Guys, if you
Yeah.
want to keep watching, we're kind of low right now, to be honest with you. We need something, you guys.
Topanga's still hot.
Topanga is hot. Tell us something. Give us something to do. Talk about anything. We're kind of
we're
low
struggling.
because it's such a sad day.
We
for
love the
us.
Rockies,
We do.
and
We
this
really
is
love
like-
the Rockies. This is the sky in Denver is raining on the Rockies'
Sadness.
last 5
It's raining
outs.
sadness. Patrick knows
Last
pumpkin
3
beer,
outs.
so he's 29.
It's because Patrick works at a
I work at a brewery,
so-
and I've worked in bars for 7 years.
the Denver sky is crying right now for the Rockies.
Let's give people a couple more comments to see how old both of us are. We've got you're 27 and I'm 29. And then Grizz said I'm just older than you, and because of my beard.
Well, fair enough.
Sorry for your loss, guys. I don't think you are, Kate, because I'm pretty sure you said go Milwaukee earlier.
Did she? I like Kate. Thanks for watching, Kate. I don't mind. I appreciate the sympathy. I take that as true empathy. I noticed some Rockies groups on Facebook are already have like spring training photographs up and stuff.
Hey guys,
So
can't wait for this next spring training. Well, Kate, I'll tell you this. I'm rooting for you guys at least after this game.
no, the Brewers are going to the World Series. You
I
guys.
hope
You
so.
got
I
to
hate the
believe it.
Dodgers. I don't think the Braves have a shot in hell.
Braves don't have a shot. It's tragic because I love Enciarte.
I love
but-
Osuna.
Osuna.
I said Osuna.
You said Ensuna.
I said Osuna.
Okay.
I don't know what I said. I probably
Okay,
said
the Rockies will win next year. 2019 is the
like
Rockies'
a
year.
game or
No, I've been saying the Rockies will win the World Series in 2019.
is that with or without Nolan? Do we keep
That's
Nolan?
with Nolan. They keep Nolan. They're gonna keep Nolan.
We're keeping Nolan.
Heck yeah, they keep Nolan.
We're
My
Brews
ears.
versus Stros for World Series. That is actually a pretty solid pick because I don't think
Isn't that who
anyone,
you picked? You picked the Astros Brewers for World
Yep.
Series. I picked the Red Sox Brewers.
I think the Astros are the pitching on that. I mean, when you have Brad Peacock and who did I see? They had Keuchel come out of the bullpen the other day. Like, that team is stacked beyond belief. Patrick, tell Jena to grow her bangs out again.
Tom has been trying to get me to grow my bangs out.
I could see it.
I have it on my Insta. If you guys are on Instagram, check out my Instagram. You can see my bangs. But everyone gave me crap when I had bangs. They said I looked more Asian. And I really, really pride myself on being Latina. And so...
And Irish.
Yes.
And Irish.
And wow, Orlando Arcia fouling that one off. 2-0 count. 2-1 count now for Arcia. Top of the ninth, we have Wade Davis in for the Rockies.
They're just hoping we can only be down by 4. Go Brewers, sorry. Don't be sorry.
Don't
honestly,
be
at this
sorry.
point, like, I'm going to be cheering for the Brewers after this game. I know a lot of people do the whole thing like, well, my team lost. When my team loses, I want the team that beat me to win because it makes me feel better. Like, oh, we lost to the champs. I feel pretty good.
I'm tweeting out the Denver sky is crying for...
It is crying. The world is crying.
Hey!
Oh, look. 5-0.
Arcia with a home run. Freaking A. Freaking A. (5-0) going into the ninth. We really have to rally here, and you know what? I believe in you,
Let's
Rockies.
get your rally hats on.
I don't have my rally cap today. I believe in the Rockies, though, and you know, Hernan Perez and Arcia are very good friends. Of course, they have a handshake.
No,
after
Kate,
that.
I understand why you're a Milwaukee fan. I think I remember she posted she's from Wisconsin earlier. I don't blame you for being a Milwaukee fan being
No,
there.
the Brewers are a fantastic team.
We've been talking about how they're having fun. They're enjoying
a team
playing
that
baseball.
Has fun. I'm a fan of the Brewers. If the Brewers and the Rockies weren't in the same division, it'd be much easier to cheer right now.
You mean in the same game? They're not in the same division.
Well, they're in the NL.
Don't be a TJ.
They're in the
the
National
NL.
League.
They're all in the National League.
Yeah,
All right.
so they're in the same. Yeah. Fighting for the National League. Like if they were an AL team, I'd be like, perfect. I'll cheer for the Brewers are my AL team. But it's tough because the teams I like are all in the NL.
My two teams are the Rockies and the Mariners, so I'm doing okay. Though I'm pretty sure when the oh no. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
6-0. Top
Wade
of the ninth.
Davis, huh? Wade Davis, Royals.
I'm
Wade
a fan of Jena
Davis.
since today.
The best closer in the game, freaking Wade Davis. 2 home runs in the freaking 9th inning. You got to be kidding me, Wade Davis. You got to be kidding me right now.
And on a kind of positive note, I don't know, positive for who?
Not me.
Rams take a 33-31 lead with 6 minutes left in the game. So when is the next stream? We
so mad
got to
right
figure
now.
that out because we got to see what they think about doing the next series.
Yeah, we're going to try to be here for the next series, guys. If it was up to me, I'd cover the entire MLB, but
No, the other one.
my boss doesn't necessarily. He kind of makes the calls, so it's not necessarily that.
But if
he's
you guys
up for
show
that.
enough interest, we can make that
Yeah,
happen.
definitely. Show enough interest. Share this video with your friends. We have to get our views up. One of our videos got up to 100 views.
The
constant
Cubs
views,
Rockies
that
game.
Cubs game. And it's probably because the Cubs have a huge fan base. But share this with your Brewers friends. Share this with your Rockies
did see
friends.
a lot of Cubs fans on that broadcast.
Well, at least that we're commenting. We don't know.
Commenting,
but I
yeah.
think that's why it got so high, because Cubs is such a huge fan base.
Which is fine.
Oh.
We want fan bases from all over. Jena is struggling. Jena is just out of it.
Going into hour 7 right now.
Hour
7
8.
hours.
Hour 8.
My ears hurt.
Or is it hour 7? Oh, a little bit, actually.
You guys see this pain that I'm going through?
Yeesh. The only thing redder right now is my beard.
Gosh, the last thing you want right now is Lorenzo Cain at the plate.
With no outs.
No outs.
6-0.
In the top of the ninth. Wade Davis is just going to leave us in the shittiest situation we could possibly be in.
Wade.
It just showed a girl wiping away tears. That's me, Chris. That's me.
Was it Jena?
It was me at the stadium crying.
I'm actually glad right now I'm not.
God,
at the
if we were at the stadium,
we would be crying. This broadcast
I
would
would
be
have
over.
been the girl throwing stuff onto the field.
I would have been fighting people.
I would have, yeah. We would have not, because,
Jena and I tried to fight people last time we were on broadcast
Yeah.
together. So, I can't imagine.
Chris sent me the
Oh my gosh,
picture of the
she
girl
is
crying.
bawling her eyes out.
You think she bangs one of the Rockies and that's why she's crying because he's heading home?
Because he's like,
He's officially heading back to his
he's like,
country.
I'm not interested anymore.
We got Ionetta behind the plate now instead of Walters. You got Wade Davis on the mound. Oh, they had Kratz with the mic on. Look at
Kratz
him
literally
run,
looks
man.
like
He
a
runs-
retired rock band artist.
No, he doesn't.
He looks like he used to be It is pouring right now.
I guess I can't. Well, I'm gonna ride the free mall ride down to Blake Street and then take an Uber
Logan,
from Blake.
I'm new here and was wondering what other sports you guys cover.
Hey Logan, nice to meet you. We cover mostly. We do MLB, NBA, and football, NFL. We more than anything we do football, and then we do focus on the other two sports. MLB has been mostly postseason. Tragically, I've been pushing for it all season long, but of course,
Both have.
yeah, you guys, you're the audience. You determine what we watch, what we post. You determine.
That's kind of what got us to get the Rockies is we started taking over chats on talking about Broncos, and we're like everyone in the chat is talking about the Rockies.
We want the Rockies. The Rockies are going to do amazing, and we wanted more Rockies talk, so that's what we got.
And so if you guys come out and are posting stuff, are sharing stuff, saying we want the rest of the series, like you're talking about the highly watched games, we want to see the Brewers and most likely Dodgers, you want to see the World Series and have us cover, then you guys got to be sharing, you got to be giving views to get that to happen. I would love that.
It helps us out, that's for sure. I appreciate you saying that. Sports Fury actually was working with us down in Texas. They were doing some of our live shows for the Cowboys games, but yeah, they do get a lot of views. And you know what I think it is that they're consistent and they're there for every game, and they a lot of us, this is our second job, our third job, so we try to do our very best. I would love to continue following the NLDS for you guys. You just got to put it out there that that's what you want, and we'll be there. Kate Berry said, I'm proud. The Rockies went far. You should be proud. Yeah.
We are, but
we are.
It's hard getting swept.
It's still sad.
With how bad they played.
It's still sad to see them lose, but I think Rockies fans have to take this year as a win. They have to take it, mark it as a win in your book. Like, this was something that you did that was great, and that was better than we did last year, farther than we did last year, and next year will be our year. Next year's our year. I've been saying that since the beginning of this season. That 2018, we don't really have it all there yet. We're just starting to get our pitching really in a groove. But 2019, man, we're going to be scary. Just like the Brewers are scary right now. The Brewers are a scary team.
John Gray's got to figure his shit out. That's all I'm going to say about next year. John Gray, figure your shit out. Maybe shave your head. I don't fucking know. But you got to figure out something because you pitched horrible. Honestly, the Rockies should have won the division had it not been for you.
Oh, wow.
Put it on you. I know Tyler Anderson was bad, but I'm just going to say it. Like, John Gray, you were supposed to be the guy, and every big game there's a reason you're not on the playoff roster, and Tyler Anderson was.
My ear hurts. And what's crazy is John Gray pitched that wild card game last year.
And look what
happened. In Arizona. And he has not recovered since then. He has not recovered since that game in Arizona last year. He has had a rough season, and I think it's because he can't shake off that loss. He feels so bad, and he cannot get over the fact that he lost that game. And it's tough. It's a mentally challenging game. And as pitcher, it's mentally exhausting. Yep. Far more difficult as a pitcher than any other position, I would say, on the field.
Well, because as much as
Davis walks Yelich, you might as well have saved your pitches and just intentionally walked him.
As much as it's kind of the whole thing when it comes to a pitcher as And I think they're taking Wade Davis out. When you're a pitcher, yes, you have to rely on your defense, but that has a lot to do with you. And so it's just everything, and that's why I love Tyler Anderson is Tyler Anderson, after every inning, goes in the dugout, and you watch him. He's taking notes. He's writing down every pitch he threw, where he threw it, and what he did wrong, and what he should do.
Every single pitch that he does.
That's
Every
insane.
single inning that he has, he goes and he journals or diaries about it, and he asks himself some specific questions, and it's just awesome.
I think the Eagles might have just got an onside kick.
There are lots of Eagles
If they
Vikings
did not,
fans here in the
then the
building.
game is over because they have no timeouts. Eagles-Vikings game,
6-0
amazing.
Brewers.
Seahawks-Rams game, amazing. Even kind of the 49ers-Cardinals game, pretty
Quit trying to
fun.
distract me from the sadness that exists right now.
I am just pointing out that the Rockies are the worst fucking thing going on right now because losing 6-0 is
think
garbage.
About it. We have runners on first and second. Wade Davis is coming out of the game, so there's a pitching change. I never got another drink, but I need one.
I'm
My
chugging
ear
my
hurts.
pumpkin beer. Not chugging. I'm not going to finish it. It's too good to do that. It is wanted. I just got to keep going. Big game live reaction. There's a market for it. That's from Tom Smith. Kate Berry. Brewers played well enough. People will go nuts. I mean,
I don't think they're gonna go nuts though. They're gonna be disappointed, and that's just how Denver fans are. Denver fans are do or diers, like believing 100% no matter what. That's why Broncos fans haven't come out and said like Broncos are gonna have a losing season. Yep. Even though we know
the Broncos
if you're
suck.
a person with like a sound mind that the Broncos are not having a great season. The Brewers played well, and people will go nuts. People are going to go really crazy for the Brewers, and I really am proud of the Brewers. They're my favorite team as far as loyalty to the Rockies, but my favorite team in the entire MLB right now is the Brewers because they have so much fun when they play. They are so fun. They came to the Rockies to Coors Field at the beginning of the season, and the Rockies do this thing where they put a kid on each base and then in each position, and then the players run out and they sign a ball for the kid, and then the kid runs off. So the Brewers had the kid on third who was waiting for Arenado, and the Brewers Orlando Garcia, Hernan Perez are in the dugout, and they're like, come here, trying to get the kid to come off third, and he's like, all these MLB players are talking to me and want me to come hang out with them. So the kid starts moving over, and then the girl's like, no, stay. And he's like, okay. So he goes back to stay, and they're like, come on. And they're literally messing with this kid. And I just remember thinking right then, they're so much fun. They're so silly and goofy, and they're having a good time, and that's why they're going to win games. And I'm proud of them for making it this far, and I really do believe in the fact that they could make it to the World Series.
That's to me the best thing about sports. It's when you're having fun and you're having fun with your teammates, there's no better feeling than that.
through her grieving, let Jena go through her grieving process, Tom says.
Then bring back y'all. I appreciate that. I would love to give some great live reactions and just have fun with it. And Bronco game, we got to believe. I'm going to say right now, I am not a Bronco. I'm going to give my favorite shirt.
Steelers. Oh, gosh.
Juju on that bike.
No.
All about the Juju. If you don't like Juju Smith, then you're not a fun fan because he is one of the funnest guys to just watch right now.
Russin on the pitching mound.
Didn't he warm up back in the 5th?
Yeah, he did, but they brought him in, situation. The situation called for other pitchers, so they're bringing him here at the top of the 9th. They're hoping for, a good bottom of the 9th so that they can actually continue into late innings.
A 7-run bottom of the 9th.
Runners on first and second. Strike. Wow, that was really...
That was a strike?
That was outside for sure. They call it a strike. Santana's not pleased with the call. Arenado is cold AF. He's got the full...
I'm cold. Oh, Grizzly, don't do that about my Steelers. If you do it, you know what? You can do that about the Steelers, but you can't do that about Juju. Everyone loves Juju.
Strike. Come on. Oh, they call that
Maybe
inside.
If Juju
Can we
was on
not
the
get a
Broncos, they
batter's
would
box? Can we not get a strike zone in here?
Yeah, how does MLB Network not have a strike zone?
All right. They were showing us their stealing percentage from
But
first to second.
not
Yeah. Is this guy making all this noise?
Yeah, he's pretty loud.
We can't. It's too much, sir. Too much.
There we go. Look at it. Juju. All about the juju.
Ouch. My ears. Santana is going to walk.
Oh, bases loaded with no outs.
Bases
Wonder how this is
loaded,
gonna
no
end.
outs. In the top of the ninth. Effing A. This top of the
This is
ninth
where
has
you
been
get a
terrible.
F&A Cotton.
Yeah.
Ballsy strategy. They
Bold strategy, Cotton. Bold strategy.
They do realize that they're supposed to get people out, right?
I'm not sure that they realize that. Wade Davis, best closer in the freaking league. Wade Davis, TJ Carpenter's favorite
All
closer ever.
about
Wade
Wade.
Davis lets
Yeah.
up 3 runs.
And the
You're-
Rockies fans
You
are
gotta
leaving
be
till
kidding
spring.
me, bro. My ears hurt.
From
The headset.
Her butt
And my
pattern.
heart hurts.
I also just showed
Don't
my Juju Smith shirt on
Laugh at
TV.
me.
yeah,
Yeah. I got a thumbs down.
guys, the Rockies are not built for the postseason.
Not yet.
Not yet. Have a growth mindset, TJ.
Okay.
Just like the Chiefs.
Yeah.
No, the Chiefs aren't built for the postseason.
Bases are
Yeah.
loaded. Chris Russin, 2-0 count on Travis Shaw.
There's still no outs.
Yeah.
And Shaw with a foul ball.
This is about to get worse, guys.
Oh, I know.
It's about to get a lot worse.
I need a drink. You
I'm
never
glad.
brought me a drink. Do you remember that?
Where is the alcohol?
That was mean. That was mean of you. I always get you a drink when you ask, and you didn't get me a drink.
I did not.
Jenna's been on here
Crying.
crying.
Crying. Our
she
views are
almost had a
down
heart
because
attack.
I've been crying.
She's been crying on the air.
stream.
Hey, some guys like that.
Oh my gosh.
see.
On Chatterbait.
No one's debating my crying.
It's not debate.
Bronco gang, we gotta believe. Look, at least I will say this about Colorado.
The sky
Colorado's
has
not
We're
like about a
idiots.
lot. It's not like a lot of cities where this kind of sports weekend would just ruin everybody's mood.
It totally has ruined my mood.
Well,
Someone give Jenna a drink.
you gotta just move
I'm
on.
gonna have to drink this random
Fireball.
nasty
You
shit
just
right
have
here.
you just have to acknowledge that the Rockies are a bad postseason team.
Please mute his mic.
Rockies are a bad
Travis
postseason
Shaw
team.
pops one
You
up.
know who else was
The
an
center
extremely
field.
bad postseason player? Maybe one of the worst postseason players of all time.
Runners held on their bases.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning was below 500 in the postseason until the last season of his career.
Yep. Peyton Manning, and honestly, he didn't win a single one of those games.
Got him there though. That Chargers game.
Yep, that was the big one. Chatter debating.
So
I'm crying for you guys. No, you're not, Kate. You're a Brewers
You're
fan.
happy.
It's
You're
okay.
happy. It's fine. We're not
that You're
upset.
happy.
We
Look.
are going to cry and be upset and yell
The
at TJ.
sky in Denver is crying. The sky has opened up.
I
The
have-
Denver skyline has opened up and let tears fall out of it.
I am
for the
blaming
Broncos
TJ
and
for
for
this
the
loss. His
Rockies.
negativity has just brought the
The
whole
fact that he hasn't
Rocky
been all
Nation
in
down.
all year is the
Rocktober
reason
was
why
ruined.
October's ruined.
I am not in.
Oh,
I've
and the
never
Brewers
been all
score
in.
another
I've
run.
always
Double
doubted.
play.
I knew that this team was a fraud from the get-go.
I'm pretty sure I remember seeing you down at the bottom of the screen at one point.
I'm
Rockies
all
are the
in.
greatest team ever.
Bud Black should be a Hall of Famer.
Bud Black is the Tom Thibodeau. He's horrible. She put a poll out. Is Bud Black either Tom Thibodeau or Greg Popovich?
Oh my God.
You know who is
That is
probably
a
actually
terrible
who was
poll.
probably the Greg Popovich of baseball was Torrey.
Joe Torre. I was gonna say
yeah.
Tony La Russa, but
Tony La Russa would be but those guys were just fundamental. They didn't. Yes, they had good payrolls, and that helps. But
yeah. Torre had the Yankees. La Russa had the
the Cardinals,
Cardinals, which is a little. It's not quite the Yankees, but
No.
they do well financially.
they still get big.
Yeah,
big
they
names in there.
they put the money in there. The Rockies need to get better at at playing the strategic aspect of baseball.
Right. They
don't.
need to play small ball.
Well, and it's not necessarily just exclusively small ball. They need to be better on the base paths, but there is just a general lack of focus that this team has. That teams that win in the postseason, they've all
In
got.
what way would? How do you know that they lack
I would
focus?
change that
Because I've watched them play.
What do you see that lacks focus?
There
The
are-
bats?
Yes, some of the swings that they take at pitches that are just.
I feel like to claim that a team
Nowhere
lacks
near.
focus, you have to be in that clubhouse and you need to be able to see what's going on in there.
No, I will say this about the Rockies compared to other teams: the Yankees, the Brewers, the Red Sox, the Astros. Those teams are having fun.
I mean,
You can
it's
tell
true.
they're having
Yeah.
fun.
Having
Even
a better time, that's for
they're-
sure. The Rockies are
the
stressed.
game was 0-0, and Justin Verlander is fist pumping after every strikeout. I mean, Garrett
Yeah.
Cole had 12 strikeouts the other day,
And look,
and he is like ecstatic.
there's a level of complacency that comes with living in a really nice place, and Colorado is a really nice place, and it's very easy to be complacent here. It is.
That's why the Padres are so bad.
Yeah, the Padres are bad because San
Padres have a
Diego's
team.
really
I'm
nice.
so happy living in San Diego. Life
How
is
many
so
nice,
good.
how many like beautiful, gorgeous cities, like places where the weather's always nice. There's a ton of stuff to do. how
Hey,
many of
there's
those
a ton of
cities-
stuff to do in New York.
St. Louis?
No. The only team that I can really think of that has been great, consistently great in a city like that is the Lakers.
The Lakers.
Right, and that is using the term like beautiful weather with a lot of stuff to do. Los Angeles, Los Angeles can be a nice city, but it can also be a really harsh city.
Yeah.
Colorado's a beautiful place to live, and that's just generally speaking. This is not a place where it's easy to focus. It's not.
I'm going to say this right now.
Plus, they have the most beautiful women in Colorado.
Well, yeah, I mean, once you hit 25 in the South, it is endgame.
Slim pickings.
I will.
Hey,
It's bad.
They just scored 28-18.
Chris says
28-18.
that the Rockies should hire
Gosh.
John Elway.
350
To
yards.
hire
All
a
right,
coach like
Here
Joseph.
we go,
TJ Butler.
Nolan. Let's go.
Amazing.
Let's
All right.
go. Let's go.
Um,
Hernan Perez at second base. In
what
for
were we
Travis
just
Shaw.
talking about?
Huh?
What were we just talking about?
Well, the fact that look, the Rockies are going to lose this game. They're going to be eliminated from the postseason. The Broncos just lost, and
Strike.
everybody's really down. But I think that
Colin.
Colorado is going to bounce back and be just fine because people they like their sports. They don't love their
So
sports.
I have to be
here.
depressed for like 2
Love
months?
love your life like your sports. That's the way people in Colorado are, and that's the way they
And
should
people
be.
in other places like Milwaukee hate their lives and love their sports?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
it's all they have.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's all they have. Kansas City has nothing other than obesity and football right now. That's all they got.
Arenado is 0 for 3 today.
I will
he
say
struck
this.
out in the 6th, and now he's down in the count 1-2.
Denver got spoiled in the 90s.
Really did.
The Avs becoming a brand new team here, and they
Winning
won
their
two.
first year.
They won 2 Stanley
Oh
Cups
my
in the
gosh.
90s. The Broncos won 2 Super Bowls in the
Can't
90s.
watch.
You got the Rockies,
You get hit.
who popped up in the 90s.
Yep.
Ugh.
That was a fun time to be in Colorado. Ever since then, besides the Broncos' worst Super Bowl loss, which was hilarious,
To the
and their
Seahawks.
Super Bowl win,
Arenado looks like a guy who doesn't want to
He
be there.
fouled it off. He's not done yet. He's not
it's
done
1 and 2.
yet.
There's still a chance.
Is
Kate,
my
why-
charger available yet?
Why are you waiting for Arenado
I can't
to
watch.
do something that he clearly isn't going to do?
I can't watch. I can't watch.
Logan says, WTF is he talking about?
He's talking about weather.
Uh,
Bye, Kate.
yeah,
You
it's
can't
pretty
watch.
sad here.
You can't
All right, here
watch,
we go.
I can't watch.
Well-
I can't watch. I can't watch.
Nolan
Ah,
lined out, but we couldn't see it because someone put their thumb in front of the camera.
yeah, that was
That
weird.
was weird. So 1 out, bottom of the 9th, 6-0 Milwaukee. I'm spinning in circles
Oh.
because I really don't want to watch
Jenna,
this.
you've got to drink
Why do I have to drink?
because Arenado went hitless.
We never made that bet. We made the bet that Connor had to drink if he got a hit.
She always does this.
No, I've been
She
asking for
always-
a drink for like 3 innings and no one got me a
True,
drink.
she has
She
been
So
asking for
Chris,
a drink.
always-
if I have to drink, go get the drink.
She wants
She
a drink.
always pushes.
I'm fine with that.
I'll
but
do
I've
a
been asking
shot.
for a drink for 3 innings and TJ refuses to be a waiter because he's a man.
Ooh.
No, I just paid a $200
Oh,
bar
man.
tab, so I think I'm doing okay on making sure everybody's taken care of today.
We are not drunk
why
enough
we love
for
TJ.
$200 bar tabs.
What?
We're not drunk enough for a $200 bar tab.
Where did the $200 come? What did we order?
Food.
Food and drinks.
That food was really good. All I could think about when you guys were eating the food is like, I want the food. I want it right now.
It is very, very good food here.
It's only 2 more outs.
See ya.
over.
Got to watch hockey.
All right, Kate. Thanks for watching with us.
Who do you cheer for in Wisconsin for hockey?
Wisconsin?
She never said she
Yeah.
was in
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
she did.
She did?
Gosh.
Brothers?
No.
Oh,
No,
I'm
it's
The
what-
Wild. The Wild.
Hey, Trevor Story.
Oh!
Let's go!
And now the rally starts.
1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Trevor Story gets on base.
There's hope.
There's not.
This is a flower in the field of garbage.
This is when you start hearing the dead body on the table
Jenna
start
drink.
making noises, and you're
They
like,
don't, Grizzly.
"Oh, the person's alive!" And you're like, "No, that's just the air leaving his body. He's dead."
That was Jenna, like a few seconds ago. What? No! Oh, we dropped it! Oh my gosh!
That's just an empty cadaver full of air, and you're hearing.
I think
Christian
I think we
Yelich,
need
Teo.
drinks because this is brutal.
You guys, they're mad at you for not giving me a drink.
Still haven't given Jenna. Well, Grizzly's in love with Jenna, so that's all we know. He's been asking for the pattern for Matt Holliday is still in.
How is he still in the
Did
game?
Parra
What is wrong
ever
with Parra?
bat?
No, he hasn't even
Did he
played
have
in this game. What
diarrhea
is
earlier?
wrong with him?
Minnesota Mullets junior team.
I would say that this is probably as much of the Rockies got exposed moment as any team's really ever had in the postseason.
Well, yeah, one of
No,
the tweets that was
A's.
sent to
A's
us.
early 2000s got exposed by the Yankees twice.
Yeah.
One of the tweets that was sent was asking, "Is this the worst offensive postseason series ever?"
Probably not the worst.
I
but it's
think
up
the
there.
A's, because I don't remember them scoring a whole lot of runs. Because
Well,
that was
we didn't
that was
score.
Andy Pettit, that was Roger Clemens, but they didn't score.
We were not only
And they
only
were
going to be
getting-
swept, but we're going to be shut out.
2 games in a row.
Yeah.
And that was the thing about that A's team is the Yankees were pitching phenomenally. I mean, everyone was just pitching out of their minds, and then they were putting up 8-10 runs a game. Like the A's stood no chance.
Brewers are warming up Mr. Racial Sensitivity, Josh Hader.
He was 17. I hated that. When I found that out, I was like, you guys need something fucking better to do. I was like,
Jeffries,
everyone
nice
is.
pitch.
That's all people like do nowadays. Like, I'm gonna go to their Twitter and go 12 years in the past. Twitter.
How old is he? Now.
Hader's 25 years old.
Well,
or
then
24.
it wasn't 12 years ago.
No, but that's what they do with people. Is they go.
as a generalization.
Yeah,
I see.
it's like chatterbaiting.
Sign David Price.
They
Fuck
yeah.
David Price is the worst postseason pitcher ever.
Things in your past don't matter until they
I'm
do.
gonna cry. I am gonna cry, Robo Mike.
The only time that things in your past matter is when you are famous and somebody can use it as leverage against you.
Get the brooms out, that Rockies offense. Oh my gosh.
Look at, he's even got his GoPro on his hat already. He's ready to film this.
Yeah, he's ready.
I bet he's ready.
He's ready to celebrate.
Ooh.
Why wouldn't he be? They're up 6 runs in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out.
Actually, I will say this. If the Brewers, by a miracle, lose this game, they will lose this series because, oh my gosh,
If
to
they,
blow
yeah,
a
if they were to-
6-0 lead in the 9th,
Pretty bad.
that's incredibly bad.
Pretty bad.
Look at all the people. You see everybody behind home plate lining up. Police officers, the head of the grounds crew right there.
And Matt Holliday
Doink.
gets to a full count. Those debaters, let me tell you.
Oh. I'm so sad. I have to go from here to do the Rocky Road podcast at Blake Street Tavern.
Well, the Cowboys are going to be playing.
Well,
here shortly.
it'll be empty, so you'll be fine.
I don't want to. I don't want to sit in another bar for any more minutes. I want to go sleep.
What? It's 5 o'clock.
I have been up a long time.
I've been up since 8.
She's been on the camera a lot today.
Yes. The newspapers have been printed. No, they still wouldn't lead the series. You need to be drug tested with that statement. I'm sorry, but to blow a 6-0 lead in the bottom of the 9th, you're going to tell me that they're just going to come out and be like, no, we still got this.
Hey, he gets a walk. There's hope. Runners on first and second. Let's
There
go,
is not-
Rockies. Where's your rally cap, man?
I was like,
Where's your rally cap?
this is the type of
That
shit
is
that
not
changes. This is the type of shit that would change a series completely. blowing a lead like this.
Oh, if they did, but they won't. So
No, they won't. He's
Let's-
saying I need to be drug tested with that statement. I'm sorry, but if they blow this game, which they won't, but
Right.
if they do, they will lose this series. I'm putting money on that.
They're
Once they
bringing in Josh
lose. They got to
Hader.
lose first.
Yeah. Brewers.
They're going to put Josh Hader in, and the game's over.
Yeah, Hader's got wicked stuff.
He's a hater.
He's got like a .3033 average against lefties.
Yeah, he's also
Insane.
what is he? He tops out at what 99?
I think so, yeah. The Rockies don't have anyone like that.
They don't.
They don't just have a guy like – that's what I love the Mariners, even though they were horrible. Edwin Diaz, I think, had 55 saves this year, and he could throw 103 miles an hour as a closer.
Let's see. Wade Davis tops out at about 94 now, but when he was in Kansas City, he was throwing 97 pretty consistently on his fastball, and he was the
Greg
eighth inning guy.
Console calling for
Greg Holland was the ninth inning guy, and he was going 98. Kelvin Herrera was the seventh inning guy. He was going 103.
I wish Greg Holland was healthy.
Red
I think
Sox
Greg Holland
came
wishes
back
Greg
3
Holland was
games to
healthy.
0 back in
The
long
Red
time
Sox
ago.
coming back from 3 down
Yeah.
is the great – like, I know it's happened in hockey, like, I think 3 times now.
4
But when
days
it
in
happened in
October.
baseball, and they were losing that
It
game.
was the first time it's ever happened.
First time and only time. They
Hader
have
coming into
scored
the
4
game
runs
now.
the past 44 innings. They ain't scoring 6 in this game. That's how rocky their offense is.
That is YouTube. Bye,
Robo Mike is
Mike.
out of here.
Robo
Later,
Mike.
Robo Mike.
The
He is.
most interesting
Look
interview
at the Go
I've ever
Rockies
done.
sign. It's upside down.
You did. You interviewed Robo Mike on
That was
here on
super weird.
Phantom. What did you guys talk about?
A lot of weird stuff. I tried to get him to get away from just sticking as the robot stick, like to actually just talk as a human being.
Yeah.
It took a minute, but he got to it. Kate is back because she is worried and she's superstitious.
You're worried that
And she's
they're
got to
gonna
be on
actually lose?
here to make sure that the Rockies lose. Sorry, I came back. Wanted to make sure Rockies suck. I don't blame you. I'm very superstitious. The
Carlos
Rockies lost the
Gonzalez.
other day, so I stopped wearing the shirt that he lost in when I was wearing it.
Hey,
Yeah.
car goes up to the plate.
Uh-huh.
2 runners on.
Against a lefty.
He could.
.033 against
No, he can't.
lefties.
No,
That's
he
like
can't.
1 hit.
He needs. You don't need. Here's what you need.
Not
He
even
could
a-
be a hero.
not even 1
he
in
could become
100.
a legend.
It's not even
This is
1
how
in
you become a legend.
Let me mention this for a second. You want a double or a triple here from Cargo, not a home run. If we're talking about the science of a comeback here, you want cluster luck. You don't need home runs right now. You need base hits,
Right.
Break down the
doubles, and
team.
Couple
triples.
in, yeah.
So because the having a base runner on in scoring position puts pressure on the pitcher. Hitting a home run may score you an extra run, but it doesn't create pressure, constant pressure on the
Constant,
pitcher.
yeah.
Because it
That's-
changes the pitcher's ability, how they throw. Because then pitchers have to shorten their basically how they pitch.
Yep.
So you see a guy like Tyler Anderson, he does that leg kick. He still does when he's throwing with guys on base, but it's a quick leg kick, and it makes them throw faster. They get more irrational. Shit goes down.
I have a headache. This
Maybe
stresses me
Jena
out.
shouldn't watch. Just like face this way. Don't get to see Hader give up a bunch of hits.
Oh, yeah, he's going to give up a bunch of hits.
6-1, 55 games, 2.43 opponent average, .132.
Boy, Josh Hader looks like the kind of guy who would tweet out that black people can't swim.
And that gays shouldn't get married. 2 things that he tweeted. Actually, a lot of the stuff that he tweeted were song lyrics. And that's what got him in trouble.
97.
Tweeting song lyrics.
He is so he looks like he is in the vicinity of
Steroids?
in-
Check him right now.
boy, he is so lanky. He's
In the
so
vicinity
lanky.
of what?
He's in the vicinity of on it. He's
Hit Cargo.
already at 97. That was a swing and a miss.
You
Swinging
go.
for fence, though. Misery loves
Seriously,
company.
he needs to choke up on the bat and take a 2-strike approach every pitch.
At bat.
Yeah.
And just drop some
He
behind
looks
the
like he
defense.
is choking up.
Actually, yeah, he might be.
After that first one, he better be.
He's like, well, I didn't get the home run. Time to. Yeah,
No,
no,
he's
he's not.
No.
And there goes the bat. And that is why we have nets, because probably millions of people have died by baseballs and bats.
I
Well,
just saw
I'm
my
glad they
friend there
finally
and,
extended the nets.
To down there.
Yeah.
Actually, that robbed me of a foul ball one time, and I was really pissed off. I was like, it's coming out of the fucking net.
It's not for you, Patrick. It's for the granny who's not paying attention and doesn't.
He just put the bat between his legs and wiped it clean on his balls.
Well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Look at it. Wait,
Wait,
is that tape?
tape?
Oh no, that's the. He wears this thing on his thumb when he bats.
Maybe it's off now, and he'll get
Fell
a real
off.
hit. He's a chats while he debate. Oh, what?
He definitely can't get an out here. He has to be on base. That's essential.
And out. Oh.
Wide.
Outside. 99. Hater is.
A hater.
It's getting hot.
Someone did say, "Don't be a hater." That is Antoine.
We have about 10 minutes here left on the broadcast, so whether or not the Rockies come back or not,
my
they probably
gosh.
won't. We will be moving off of this game and moving into the Cowboys game for Sunday Night Football.
Can you
Strike.
imagine?
Strikeout.
Can you imagine
2
if the Rockies
outs.
are like one out, like one run away from coming back? We're like, well, sorry, we're out of here.
We have to do the Cowboys game now.
To the Cowboys. No.
Yeah, that would suck.
Well, if that happens, just yell
to my
on the Cowboys
Instagram.
thing and just be like, "What are you doing? No one gives a shit." Fuck Texas.
Yeah, right in there.
But
My experiences in Texas have not been good.
I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that because guess who's up? Everyone's favorite out, Ian
Wow,
Desmond.
if Ian freaking Desmond saves this game.
Well, he'll get a hit. He'll get a hit here.
Yeah, now, right?
If Ian Desmond saves the series for the Rockies.
He's not going to save it. He's going to get a hit.
He'll cut it in half with a home run right now.
Right, yeah.
Like, hey, I haven't done anything all series.
Oh my gosh.
He will make
I'm going to be so mad.
sad sacks like Jena think there's a chance.
So you're saying
I'm not a
there's
sack.
chance?
I'm more than a sack.
It's
Okay.
probably. Oh, and there's a pop out.
Pop
and
out.
that is the
There it is.
game.
That
oh
is
my
it.
gosh.
Milwaukee
oh my gosh.
Lorenzo
is going on.
Kane, and
Milwaukee
they are
moves
moving on.
We get swept.
The NLCS.
You got to be freaking
Shut out
kidding
twice.
me. Swept in Coors Field.
Of course. Of course they were
12
swept.
hits. Wade Miley pitches
Oh,
a
really?
gem.
TJ Carpenter. Of course they were swept. Could we get a one-on-one with you real quick?
Total frauds.
Total frauds.
You haven't been in on them all season?
I have been
I
out
love Texas.
on
I have
them
family
all
in
season.
Texas.
I have said they were frauds all season.
TJ has said they
no
were
chance.
frauds all season. He's never been in on the Rockies.
Never.
You lying
I'm out.
sack. You're
Been
a
out.
sack.
I've been out on the Rockies.
Jenna
You're a
is,
sack. We're
Jenna
going
is
to fight
fixing
right
it.
now.
Bro, everybody calm down. Rockies
I
lose.
can't freaking believe this.
Chris is
I'm
like, hey,
so
I live in
upset
Texas.
right now.
Yeah, you're talking shit about
Schmear.
Texas.
I
Chris
didn't
is like,
say anything bad. I said I
I
haven't
said
had good
something bad about
experiences.
oh,
I said fuck Texas.
fuck Texas. I like Texas. Texas is all right.
I have family in Texas.
It's like a whole other country.
Football
hey,
in Texas
hopefully
is
we'll
fun.
see you back for more NLDS, ALDS. We know
probably
you guys
not.
are asking for
NLCS,
it.
World Series, maybe a World Series Game 7. I don't know.
We would love
All
to
right.
be here. We'll see you later.